Welcome to Evil Genius. This is going to be like a small walkthrough, or a let's play, not so much a walkthrough. And I'm going to also be giving my opinion on the game itself. I've had it for a while. I do like the game, but I will admit it does get very annoying at times. It's a mix between James Bond, the good guy, and you're the villain. So think of it kind of like that. It's got a lot of the corny jokes. A lot of corny jokes. So let's get started. Excuse me. Let's see here. I don't really want video hints on, and we're going to go with easy simply because the game is very, very time consuming and I'm trying to make it go a little quicker for you guys. We're going to choose who we are. We can be Maximilian. This gives you a bonus to your money. We can be Alexis. This gives you a bonus to your henchman's loyalty. And Shen Yu. This gives you a global network. Basically, you have better intelligence. I'm going to go with Maximilian for the money. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm kind of big on the whole let's have resources. Loyalty can be bought at the end of a gun. And here we are, approaching our island for the first time. Alright, we got Jubei for our first henchman. Let's get some corridors started here. Let's see, yeah, let's sharp turn here, go in a little bit more. That looks about right. Gotta have a door for the base. Without the door, people can walk in. I don't know about anyone else, but I particularly do not like people walking into my base. Alright, we've got construction started. You can see here we got a small, I don't even know what it's called. Let me look. It's been a while since I played the game. Strong room. This right here is where you keep your money. You've got your epic little briefcases that are full of gold bullion that you can go and purchase anywhere, because after all, throughout the world, gold seems to be able to be purchased everywhere. No one thinks twice about you running in there with 300 plus pounds of gold on your back. Who thinks anything of it? Now you get to see the first explosions. Yes, your guys carve out the world around them as they see fit. We're going to give the bedroom or the barracks here a doorway. Let them have a little bit of peace and quiet. Now, our evil intentions or our objectives here. The first part's evil intentions. Yeah, that made sense. Alright. It says build a barracks. We'll need at least one bunk bed and a locker. I'm going to put 4 beds and 2 lockers. Well, actually 8 beds and 2 lockers, but hey. We're going to need a command center so we can carry out acts of infamy and get money. And then we're going to have to start beating up on the investigators that are coming in. As always, the forces of good are sending in their high-dollared investigators to come in and take photographs. These guys are both incompetent and they smell bad. Alright, here's our 8 and our next one. We'll add to the room as needed. Let's get this one started on getting built. And let's look for our investigators. Upon killing them, we get a new room. I'll let you guys see that whenever it pops up here. Did they even arrive yet? Here they are. Alright. And here's an interesting thing. You'll have groups kind of like this. If you hold down control, right click to bring up your menu, you can arrest them all. You can weaken this character with certain things like valets and the such will actually confuse them, weaken them, and make them forget their mission. To kill the character, which is flat out put a bullet in them, eliminate them forever. Or we can just ignore it. You're not going to have an ignore too often on the investigators. They do have superheroes that can come in and whoop down on you. That's never a very good thing to have happen. So I would not suggest it. Let's not do that just yet. Alright, we've got our first room built here. Let's get our stronghold built up. Might even we'll do something like that. Need our briefcase racks. Let's get a corridor built up here. And now we're going to want a doorway. And there we go. Yeah, as you can tell, there's a lot of yelling. The big giant noise levels is thanks to our infinitely annoying loudspeakers. Oh, these evil bases are so noisy. And now Jubei is on his way to get into a fight. Let us move ourselves to safety. Yes. We'll go hang out in the barracks for a little bit. And there's a little butterball now. Alright, what do we got going on here? Task has been completed. We can hire more minions, up to 11. Let's readjust our minion counter here to 11. This is an interesting window here. Standard workers can train to become anything else. As you unlock them, you can advance your guys up to these points. Now, we have a maximum capacity here, total minions there, and you can see we get a recruit every 60 seconds for free. Or we can jack it up every 40 seconds, 20, 10, every second. It's 4,000 per second. I don't think so. We're going to keep it at free and just let us get one every minute. Alright, we have killed our first people. So, we're going to get our freezers built. Yeah, our freezers is where we store the bodies of those that we have slain. We're going to make a fairly big freezer. Let's get this started up here. And we're going to put in some freezer racks.
All construction workers are busy at the present time. Objects purchase delayed.
This should make for an interesting story to tell. I'm going to unpause this. I can't exactly get there to build anything yet, so let's build us a walkway like this. Confirm that, and we don't want the cold air to escape nor the smell, so we're going to put a door. And let's get that started on getting built. And we should have more minions available soon, which we still have 11. I think we may need more of these here lockers, because we got plenty of beds. Not for sure on the lockers. Yep, that got us up to 12 with the locker. Let's get started on some more lockers then.
Lockers are very useful as they increase the minion capacity of your base. The basic capacity value is determined by your notoriety, but this number is boosted by each locker your base has.
And as you just heard, lockers are god-awful important, so let's get more lockers.
Object has been ordered. Object purchase order confirmed. All construction workers are busy at the present time. Object purchase delayed. This object will be purchased when
That should help us out some. Oh wait, I got a frog in my throat. Now then, let's see here. We will get this next piece started up.
All construction workers are busy at the present time. Objects purchase delayed.
Haha. As you can see, we are most definitely getting everything figured up on our base. Expanding everything. Got some new rooms built. And we're still going strong. Let's extend our corridor a little bit.
New room build order confirmed.
I'm going to want a door in this piece of the corridor. But I guess I will wait on that, because that seems to be rather
Room construction
tedious at the moment. And let's get us a command room set up. Now the command room, as I said before, is of course how you control the world. Interact with things outside of your base and off your island.
This object will be purchased when a minion is available for duty.
We're going to want a time clock in here to tell our minions when to work.
Busy at the present time.
And that gets that started. Now that I have the extra room built, I can
Unpause.
put the blueprint for the door.
This object will be purchased when a minion is available for duty.
I don't know if there's a way I can quieten that down a little bit or not. But it's okay, because we are working diligently to increase the number. Wow, 16 already. Get this up to 16, 17.
Caution. Cannot accommodate.
Back down to 16.
Object will be moved shortly. Object move order confirmed.
Let's move this right here, around over here.
Object will be moved shortly.
Oh, and a quick save. And now that we're here in the strong room, somehow, some way, we can destroy this room. I'll be darned if I know how to, though. Alright, next piece of the puzzle's going down. We got our freezer fixing to get blown out. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Alright, here we go. I'll zoom in for this one. Kaboom! That was too close, but it was still nice looking. Alright. Now we have a place to store the bodies of the fallen. Get this one set up. Extend this corridor down this way some. Move it over.
Room construction underway.
And let's slap a door up here.
All construction workers are busy at the present time. Objects purchase delayed. Room construction unpaused.
And now, as you can see here, the body bags from the people that were destroyed are being thrown into the floor. This slows down the decay process, but it also removes the negatives your troops get. And it makes it harder for the other investigators to come in here, take snapshots, go back, and send military in here to wipe us out. So it's a tiny bit of annoyance for safety. Acceptable. And now we can destroy our strong room. I'm big on destroying this one because later on there's a mission up where you have to get an item actually stolen from your base to throw them off. I like to place that item in this room, which can only be a certain type of room for the item to be placed in, so I redo the entire thing. It's still nice regardless of what people may think. Alright, we've got rooms being demolished. There it goes. is taking down the room in an epic fashion, which places all of our gold in our new strong room, which is actually bigger than that one, but nowhere near as big as what we're going to need later. Here's our next area being blown apart. Pulls out his little trigger and kaboom. Looks like this room's fixing to go up as well. And when that one goes, we will have access to our map. It's just about, I'm not for sure how long we've been recording, I'll have to check on that. But I figured the last act of the day will be checking out this particular room here. Save features on this game are a bit peculiar. You have load save and save. If you're not updated correctly, the load save will just have load, no save. But you still save in the same fashion, it just doesn't have the word save there. Yeah, it's a bit of a bug. Like I said, I'm not for sure if I actually said it now or not. Anyway, Steam is where you can purchase this game at. It's not a bad game. Not bad at all. It's actually kind of nice. It's not bad. It's a bit of a... I'd have to say it's kind of like a... I don't know if you consider it a puzzle game or not, honestly. It is fun. Kind of like Risk on the computer, except for less risk, more entertainment. Depends if you like Risk, I guess. That one's going down. Moving my guy over here. Let's gather up some loyalty there.
Americana. Wunderbar.
Great way to gather up loyalty is, of course, to stand near your minions.
Yeah.
Lights are out, saves on power. Now I don't know where we generate our first initial 20 power, but you start off with 20 power. Later on you have to place down generators and get those such things going on in order to generate the power necessary to run your base. You can upgrade items in your base through research, which you will get later on, which you will be able to see, I would imagine. I don't think I'll die that quickly. Now the confidence shows. I don't think I'll die. I know I'll die. Pardon me. As you can see, we're already down to $92,000. That's a heck of a drop.
I need to be here.
So we need to get prepared for our next setup. Let's get our guys coming through here. Spent a lot of money getting this thing set up at first, but we should be getting just about prepared. Of course, they're going to get the door first, but I can't complain. A door is important. Here comes 3 more items. Ah, looks like we got all 4 coming in. Once this one shows up, I'll show you how this works. And voila. We're going to want this room to be fully manned.
New objectives available.
Now available, world domination. Domination, whatever. You can see here we got our... Oh, I crashed. Okay, sorry about that. We did a little bit of a reverse here. My game crashed and I had to catch myself back up. Alright, let's see. You'll see here we're fixing to relay down everything. I don't remember whether or not I said anything about the time clock or not, but I'm going to show you guys that one now that it's up. Alright, if it's on red, no one's going to work here. Yellow is going to be at a skeleton crew, and we're just going to put her up about halfway to get the amount of people in here we want.
Access to the world domination screen. From here,
And now we have the world domination screen, topside shacks, and an armory is now available, and a holding cell. Holding cells are important. Let me do a quick save here, and I will explain it. Alright. Holding cells. Through holding cells, we are able to do things like interrogate. With interrogations, we get the added bonus of getting new and improved minions.
Room construction underway.
Now, we've got our first holding cell up.
Ordered.
I'm going to put time clock over here.
Object purchase order confirmed.
Get this thing unpaused.
Room construction unpaused.
Now this room's going to be a bit more open. I'm eventually going to move this away from here, and this is going to be an actual armory. Let's check our minion counter again. We got 19 available. Let's move her on up to 19. And what have we got? Aha! We've got a maid. And, as you can see here, reports indicate that trained civilians are holidaying on the island. Capture and imprison the maid in a security holding cell. So that is what we're currently trying to do. Alright. Now, we're going to let our holding cell get built up, and while we wait on that, I will be right back. Alright, another key feature before I let this finish up is that we are running low. You'll see we continually use money, so we will click on our world map, and we have access to this. This is our overview, so to speak. We need to look for a wealthy land that we can rob blind. We're going to go to the east coast of America. You see here we have a few things set up here, so let's go 1, 2, 3. And we're going to begin stealing from them. Then we will back out of that. Let's go to Europe. And we will send 1, 2, 3. They will arrive and they will begin a constant supply of income. The longer they're there, though, the more notoriety they build up, and eventually they start sending investigators to see our island, and they will, in time, destroy us unless we defend ourselves very well. We can lower our notoriety by hiding and just stop all outside activity.
I need to be here.
It takes a bit, but it's worth it in the end. You get a good share of cash, and you're able to continue moving on. It slows the game down the way some of it works, but it's worth it. We've got 19, so we'll go 16, 17, 18, 19. We have now accelerated ourselves up to gain more minions, and I'll return when this gets built. Alright, for the last thing today, I will show you how to get your minions upgraded. Hopefully this doesn't crash during the process. Let me save real quick. Alright. Now, she's going to be delivered here into the holding cell. As soon as he walks down here, We will get the interrogation device set up. And I don't know where he's going to put her at. Obviously, he just wants to hold her for a minute. And kick her in the ribs. Yeah. Oh, no. I think he figured it out. Yes, there's a holding cell. Let's take her to it. On our next episode, we will be committing our first act of notoriety.
Depot now stocks new objects.
And
Check objective screen for new goals.
interrogation chair. Let's get this set up. Yep.
Object purchase order confirmed.
Some characters, like the mage you have just captured, are called hostages. Interrogating a hostage will upgrade the interrogator into an advanced minion. Different hostage trainers allow you to upgrade to different types of advanced minion. You will be able to acquire more hostages from acts of infamy. Once you have an advanced minion, you can quickly and safely train more by building and equipping a training room. Using the training room is a simple matter of increasing the amount of advanced minions that you want on the minion management screen. Your minions will automatically use the training room until you have the correct numbers. Furthermore, minions will use the training room to replenish these numbers should some of your advanced minions die. Remember, to use the training room you'll need the correct furniture and at least one of the advanced minions you want to train more of to act as a teacher. If you run out of an advanced minion type, you'll need to capture and interrogate another hostage.
And that's how that works. Here's another added bonus. What?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm unable to go laugh at him. As you all know from many, many, many stories, the evildoer will come to the investigators and laugh, revealing their entire plan while cackling maniacally, saying, "You will never catch me,
What's this?
but I shall tell you what I am doing." And in the end, he dies. Yeah, well, this time you get to do it, and there's a good chance you'll die, but you may not. Alright, that'll be it for today's episode. I will start on the next one. We will interrogate this prisoner, go from there. I'm pretty sure I've hit my 30-minute mark. You guys have a wonderful day, have fun, and keep gaming.